This feature is brought to you by Spitty On Track.
To celebrate the purchase of my new Yamaha MT-10, we decided to go on a bit of a
road trip.
Well, it's not too big a road trip, it's like 3 days up the Oxley Highway and whatnot. So we left Newcastle yesterday, we went up Thunderbolt's Way, through Gloucester, and then we detoured off through a little place called Nundle, which is near Tamworth, and we stayed overnight at a place called Bendermere. It's a really old historic town off the highway now, and I think it's famous really for its farming and timber, the timber mill. Anyway, so cool little place. They didn't have Foxtel, so we had to watch the football on Ryan's mobile phone, which was a bit difficult, but we got through it. I love the Thunderbolt's Way. Like, I mean, it used to be pretty bloody rough years ago. You know when you come up the hill, you know when you go across those couple of bridges and you go past the Bread Isle Reserve and whatnot, but you get up that hill.
A few years back there,
that was
when they were doing it up.
When you first started to go up the windy bits, actually must be after where they did that new part, and it was shocking. Like, I mean, it was like the road surface was just ridiculous, like, you know. So you get to the point where you didn't want to ride it. But, you know, when you get up to Walker, which we're going to stay there tonight, that's a great little town too, and it can be hot down on the coast, but it's just nice, crisp sort of temperature. And we're staying at the Royal, we've stayed there before, that Royal Hotel. You know, the old Art Deco place? Yeah. We'll take a run down to Ginger's Creek. That's always a good spot to check out.
Very windy road.
Yeah, very windy road. It's a bit of a naked sort of touring thing. We've got my MT-10, we've got the CFmoto 650NK that Dave's riding, and we've got the Z900 Kawasaki that the Ryan, the man behind the camera, is riding. So to kit this out for a bit of a tour, I mean, it's a sports tour, it's not a tour as such, but I've put the factory Yamaha accessory screen, I've got the accessory 24 litre expandable tank bag, and I've got a Ventura Evo rack and bag. So I'm pretty well set. So Dave, I can see you've put a sheepskin seat cover off what?
It's off the old GSX.
Oh, right. So what else have you done to equip that bike for touring?
A backpack.
Oh,
with 6 kilos worth in it.
No wonder you look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, eh? So Ryan's going to tell us a little bit about what he's done to the Z900.
Yeah, so I'm riding the Z900. To kit it out, I've only done a few things to it. There's a Ventura tank bag, a Sheepy Hollow sheepskin seat pad cover, and I've also thrown a Krieger a seat bag on it as well. I'm also wearing a backpack because I've got a fair bit of camera gear to carry. Yeah, so the bike's essentially kitted out and we're off and running.
What's the whole point of heading away on a trip like this? Well, we wanted to show that if you can go touring on naked bikes, you can go touring on anything. It's about getting out to the places you've never been, riding the best roads in the country, and riding the crap ones along the way, meeting lots of new people. Next week, we meet Save the Oxley campaigner Ken Healy at Ginger's Creek Tavern.
This is well out of shape.
Ken speaks to us about the progress being made in the area and took us for a squirt up the mountain.
Our local member, Melinda Pavey, is now the Honourable Minister for the RMS.
Right, okay.
So we've got Melinda Pavey on board to a certain point where she has said to the RMS and to the motorcycle community to engage with the RMS, which we've done, and for the RMS to push forward their second review and come back with a more realistic number. 70 kilometres an hour is ridiculously low. She accepts that. The RMS, I think, accept that, and we're now waiting for them to call a meeting, which they said they would do, and get back to us, and with a proposal to what they reckon they're going to do with it.
In later episodes, we spend the night at Walker Royal Cafe. Check out one hell of a sidecar.
It's a bit of a wobble at a certain speed, which they all tend to do.
And a steampunk gallery in Walker, the Antipodean Tinker.
It's a very much a steampunk bike. It's a lot of black chrome and copper.
This has to be the greatest roundabout in Australia.
So do you like doing the Thunderbolts way?
Yeah. Well, anything to get off the straights, I always try and stay away from the highways. I hate highways.
So
It's
what-
boring as